Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. This is the video for my list of growth stocks that I follow for this week ending August 29, 2025. So we are at the end of August and we have a good rally going on since April. We just did a video on that on the market recap. Please watch that if you haven't. In this video, we're going to look at the list of growth stocks I follow. For the week, it was pretty healthy. Friday we had a pullback. Both S&P, Nasdaq fall. I mean, most stocks fall. But we didn't have a distribution day because the volume was lower than the day before. So that's not bad at all, because we were saying maybe there could be a distribution day when we did the live stream in the morning. But the volume never came in, so that's good news. Usually in the last day of the month, there's some sort of like institution, making some actions and so forth. So now we're heading into September. Obviously, the Fed rate cut will be very important if it happens, as the market is anticipating it. We are seeing accumulation now for almost like almost 3 weeks straight, right? So you can see here we have accumulation, and both in number of stocks versus and also in the industry groups more positive. On the sector side, we're seeing, yeah, surprisingly, technology doing pretty well even through Friday, which is very surprising. And then we see retail, health here, commodities, financial. So those ones are okay. Net neutral is positive. So net is positive in terms of accumulation minus distribution. And we see industrial giving back quite some in terms of distribution. So on the growth stocks list, there's about 373 that I'm following right now. Based on that number, we actually, let me move this up a little bit more, sorry. Based on that trend, we are seeing the percent of uptrend is around 51% by the end of the week, which is better than previously. Like, we had 20, 30% here. Here was 50% almost, and then now we're back to percent again. So overall, it's okay. Like, it's not like really low, but it's not really high. It's just in the middle, right? So we do have some stocks in the uptrend, and we also have stocks in the downtrend. And then there's some stocks that are within like 1% of the short-term moving average. Here's the list ranked by percentage in terms of price performance since July 14th. Um, and and then we have the groups here, sectors here. And you probably noticed there's a lot of dark green at the top 25 here. Dark green being mostly health related stocks, and most of them are in the biotech area. So that group is still holding pretty strong as the leaders in this growth stock list. And then we start seeing some yellows here, which is more retail consumer side. Then we see some technologies here as well. And we also see even some commodities energy related here. We also see some industrials here, right here, the light green, right here. And then down here we see more tech stocks here, but we also seeing some financials, but they're not in the top 25, but they're there. It's just not in the top 25. So this column is where, here we show whether it's uptrend, downtrend, or within 1% of their short-term moving average. Here we show whether they have made a highest price action based on the most recent date that they make new high. So we'll be more focusing on those. So here we have BTAI, which is still in the downtrend, is giving back a lot in the biotech area. ESPR is still doing well in uptrend. SNDX, biotech area doing well. WW, apparel shoes, I talk about that in my live stream. Been doing well, pretty well lately. Still in a strong uptrend. CPS, this one is coming up strong. But this one is not as liquid. Cooper Standard Holdings in the buying, selling, anti-vibration system. Oh, sorry, body sealing, manufacture body sealing vibration system. Anyhow, this one has been coming up really nice. It's less liquid, but it has really come quite far apart. You can see this earnings here, reversal here, and then found support right there, and since then it's been really sharp uptrend. Next, we have XMTR in the machinery and uptrend. RSI, this is leisure gaming equipment. So this is Rush Street Interactive Leisure Gaming Equipment Group, making new high right now. Very strong action right here. It really tried not to go below the green line after it report earnings here. It kind of slide down, pulling back, but then it found support right here, and then it was able to bounce since then. So very sharp slope here, so it looks really strong. And even on Friday, you can see it barely gave up much, even on a down day in the market. So we are looking at strong relative strength performance right here. You can see this blue line at the bottom here showing really strong action. Next, we have Reddit in the internet content area, still doing well. MDGL, this is biotech. This one also showing very strong action after recent breakout. This is a very long base, and once it broke out, it really hasn't come back to challenge the 10-day once yet. Still, even on Friday, it was able to close green. Looks really strong. Next, we have ATech in the medical products, but it is in a slight downtrend right now. National Computer Integrated System in the uptrend. ASTH in the managed care making new high. This is Astrana Health, and it bounced on this strong earnings right here, and then it kind of moved sideways. So instead of coming back to the 10-day here, it moved sideways. So I removed the markup so it's easy to see. Then it kind of pulled back slightly around this level right there, but it again didn't want to touch the 10-day, and then it bounced, and then it just keep going, and now we are above this black line, which is 200-day moving average, and it looks like so far it's been able to just decisively go above that line, and we're hoping to see a fall through this coming week here. We have MOD. So some industrials got hit hard this week. I think a lot of industrials got hit hard on Friday. MOD is one of them. So here we go. Came back below the 10-day. Last time it found support 2 days later. So we're hoping to see some support come back in. Here's CLS, Celestica, also doing really well until Friday. Not sure why they all got hit so hard. Yeah, anyhow, they all got hit hard. I mean, we gave up 8% on this one. And then VRT, again, VRT, it was trying to come out right here, but it just couldn't, and it fell back below the 50-day now, the red line right here. So it was down 5% as well on that day. And Fabrinet was doing really well recently. This is a V-shaped rebound, but also gave up quite a bit on Friday. Another industrial related stock getting hit hard on the electrical component stuff. Anyhow, I just want to highlight that some of the industrial stocks got hit hard on Friday, unfortunately. After most of them have been rising recently, but they just have this one big down day. Hopefully, they can find support from here on. Next, we have REZI here, security area uptrend, VITL, FTAI products within 1%. We have LITE here, holdings, telecom fiber optics area. They were bouncing really strong from this recent pullback right here. And then we hit new high Thursday, very sharp day there. Then Friday it makes a slightly higher high before reversing, pulling back again. It didn't give back all its gains on Thursday, but it did give back quite a bit, about 2%. So let's see how it goes going forward, whether it'll find support. Next we have CCO, currently in a downtrend of the pollution control group. TARS, biotech, uptrend. ALNY is in the downtrend right now. In the energy solar area in the uptrend. ALHC, managed care in the uptrend. FTAI in the defense area making a new high. Here's FTAI aviation. Defense stocks have been doing pretty well in general, that group, and you can see it make new high on Thursday here. On Friday, it give back just a little bit, not too much. Looking very healthy. This is a very strong 10-day slope right now. It's not the strongest, but it's like stable, like 35-degree angle, something like that. We also have GFI here, rank 23 in the gold area. The gold area has been doing well. I talked about that in my main market video, how gold stocks, gold miners are actually performing much better. You can see the same thing happening here, keep making new highs, and this is now a very strong slope here, like definitely above 45-degree angle. Next, we have ZETA in the database area in an uptrend. MIRM in the biotech area also making new high. This is a very strong looking chart, very strong technically. Here's the nice breakout on earnings and very strong volume coming in, largest volume ever here in the last year. And you can see this trend. It hasn't come down to the 10-day and touch it once. Right now it did pull back on Friday, 2.2% here. So we'll see how it acts around the green line again. Next we have TAM and HSAI. TAM here within 1%, HSAI in the uptrend still. CRMD in the biotech area also making new high. So we're seeing a lot of biotechs making new high recently. Here's another one. This is coming back on the right side of the base. Looking pretty good. It hasn't touched this 10-day slope right there once yet in this run, and almost every day is up. Next we have LSCC in the uptrend. So not many stocks make new highs on Friday because of a pretty bad day for most of the market indexes. So most stocks will follow the market trend. But they are, like I said, some of these stocks are really outperforming the general index right now, and most stocks. Then we have LSCC, semiconductor in the uptrend. App still doing pretty good in the uptrend. Here's app loving, broke out recently, but then we have this huge pullback as the market conditions deteriorate as well. But then we start to bounce back from that, and so far this stock is able to hold up the recent bounce to recent higher on Thursday. So Friday it didn't give up much. I mean 1% is not that much when this stock is up quite a bit in the last many sessions here. Next we have LITE in the software desktop in the uptrend. VIX is near the 1% range of the short-term moving average. Hello uptrend biotech area. FUTU, this is financial area. FUTU has been doing well. It pulled back, and then now recently this week we also have another pullback. It tried to bounce on Thursday, but it did close near the bottom of the range. And then Friday, same thing. It tries to break to the high side, but then again it reversed. So a little bit negative action here because 2 days in a row it traded near the bottom of the range. But overall, it still did hit new high on both days. So we'll see what happens next. Next, we have RNG in the software enterprise within 1% of the moving average. C, building heavy construction. We also have road down here. Co-op right now is coming back down. FOA, finance mortgage related area, it is in downtrend at this moment. BCO, security safety within 1%. Barrick is making new high again. Golds are showing strong action, and this one has been showing spectacular chart action recently. And look at this recent digestion here, like 2 days on Wednesday and Thursday, and then look at Friday, like it just bounced off again. Again, never come close to the 10-day, the green line right there. Next, we have ALKT in an uptrend, software financial, audio I, uptrend, software enterprise, KNSA within 1% of moving average. Right now, it's in the biotech area. LOB, this is bank in the southeast region. Live Oak Bank shares. This one has been doing really well. Look at the 10-day slope right there. Didn't really come down to the 10-day here and was able to bounce off and holding tight as it moves up. Next, we have Bros in the retail restaurants. This one has been sharp, still in an uptrend. So here's the breakout zone recently as it moves up. Now it is pulling back a little bit here, down 3% on Friday. Again, here's the 10-day slope. Looks pretty good. So we'll see what it does around the 10-day here. We have KTOS back in the downtrend here in Aerospace Defense Group. BZ Internet Content, Chinese stock doing well. SE Retail Internet, Singapore-based company doing e-commerce. Here is the recent breakout. After a breakout, it really never touched the 10-day. It did kind of come back to it, very close to it on Thursday before it bounced again, and then from there Again, Friday was a down day, but yet it was able to turn green. So holding really tight near that level. Next, we have GLW in the uptrend in the electrical miscellaneous products here. ANET uptrend computer networking. INCY has kind of pulled back here in the biotech group. PAAS, this is Pan America Silver. As we saw in the main market video, silver did hit new high as well. But this stock has been, relative strength wise, it's been superior. Again, making new highs constantly. Again, Friday it did make new highs. We also have Alamos Gold AGI here, trying to break out to new high. Very strong slope right here on the right side of the base, doing really well. We have EXTR computer networking. This one also broke to new high on Thursday here, before pulling back on Friday. So again, we'll see many stocks pull back on Friday, even more severe than Thursday's gain. So that's the one really big negative for some of the growth stocks right now. And they could challenge the 10-day once more again here. But yeah, let's see how it goes next week. We do have GDRX here, ranked 55 in the downtrend software medical area. SITM, this is in the semiconductor area as well, trying to break out to new high recently. Look at how tight it's holding. It doesn't want to give back much even on Friday. You see here 0.5% down only. Here's the 10-day slope, the green line, and still holding up way above the green line, looking very sharp right now. We have Eton in the biotech area in the uptrend, NBO, Novartis Medical Drugs. This one's coming back a little bit. IDXX within 1%. PSFE in the credit card area in the uptrend. We have another one down here, KSPI, also in the credit card area in the uptrend. We have RDDT, Medical Hospitals Group, in a downtrend. CRS we talk about is in a downtrend. ENSG, long-term care, in the uptrend. NU, this is a banks foreign, doing well in the uptrend. FCFS, consumer loans in uptrend. We're seeing more financial down here. POD, Medical Products Group, making new highs. Here's the chart. This is a nice cup with handle pattern right here. This is a handle, and then it broke out. And so look at how tight it's trading. It doesn't want to come down to the 10-day moving average. And then this is the slope right now, very strong. Next we have rank 69 here, BTSG, currently in a downtrend in the home outpatient home care. CBI, so we're seeing some oil and gas here in the uptrend. TBBK in the banks northeast. This one has really taken off. Here's the banks in the northeast region. So here's the breakout, strong volume there, and then it just keep going. And Friday we did have a pullback, not too bad, 2%. We are still way below the 10-day right here. I mean, way above. Gold stock, Franco Nevada, making new highs right now. Very strong action. This is a nice breakout right here. And then it didn't want to come back down to 10-day, and then we bounce. Next, we have SoFi in the consumer loans in uptrend. SoFi pulled back pretty strong here, was able to bounce back. And look at the action so far. It doesn't want to come down to the 10-day. Friday it did pull back a little bit, but we'll see how it holds up against the 10-day here. Next at rank 75 here we have MBT within 1% electrical power equipment area. First Solar is a little bit pull back right now, downtrend. HCA medical hospitals, Roku, leisure movies related in the uptrend, XYZ, credit card payment uptrend, EXPE, Expedia, leisure travel booking uptrend, and this is consumer loans in the uptrend. So this is Innova International online lending. Here is the recent breakout, very nice. It is pulling back very slightly here on Friday, 0.3%, looking very good. Next we have LOPE here in downtrend, consumer service education. PEN, this is medical products making new high. Penumbra here, this is coming back pretty nicely. Medical products group. Here's the nice bounce above the 200-day moving average or the short-term moving average. And then on Thursday we do have one little tester near the 10-day moving average, and then it did reverse and bounce back. And Friday is holding really tight, looking very sharp. Next we have Royal Caribbean Leisure Service. The cruises stocks are doing well as well. This one make new high recently. Looks like it's pulling back slightly, but look at this, it is only down 0.7% on Friday, and it was able to close in the upper range, so that looks pretty sharp as well. 10-day slope is very strong. Next we have XMTC here in the uptrend in the semiconductor group. FN here we talked about earlier, pulling back a little bit. ALNT, this is also pulling back, so it looks like all the electrical industrial components area all pulling back on Friday. MGNI we have doing well. Software enterprise, so this is McKnight here in the software enterprise area. So it did pull back slightly 2%. It didn't give back more than too much below like Thursday's lows here, and we recently break out, so it looks pretty good still. Here's the 10-day moving average slope, really strong. This is also in this rally one of the strongest stocks here. You can see this run right there before this digestion. Then we also have a related stock Credo doing well also in this recent rally. And we had this huge pullback before bouncing back. But Friday it gave up quite a bit as well. And this one is about to report 4 days from now. So probably on like Tuesday, I believe, something like that. Then we have Sentinel here in the security group. It did report on Friday on their earnings. Very big bounce here. As the market was all red, this was one of the stocks that actually were quite green and finished up pretty strong too, 7%. So we'll see if this stock can bounce back. A lot of security stocks haven't done as well in the recent weeks, but this is one that did well. CrowdStrike also reported recently here in the related group, and you can see it also pushed back down pretty fast on Friday, 4%, even though it's still way above Thursday's low, because Thursday was a big bounce in the earnings. Next we have SANM within 1% of the moving average. This is electrical contract manufacturing. ASND also within 1%. Biotech. We have another gold stock here, OR, doing well, making new highs. Nice looking chart here, OR royalties in the gold section. It's been finding a lot of support at the 10-day level, so and then now it's making new high. Gold, this one also doing really well right now. Right here you can see it's riding the 10-day moving average and then making new high on Friday as well. Then we have rank 93 LNW in the leisure gaming equipment within 1%. XPOF is currently in downtrend in the leisure service area. SD oil and gas. This is Sandridge Energy. So surprisingly, some of these oil and gas stocks are moving higher. It did reverse just slightly down on Friday, but overall the action looks pretty positive. Then we have SGI, household office furniture, uptrend, LPG, another oil and gas, uptrend, eBay, currently in downtrend here. This is Millrose Properties, building residential, very nice uptrend recently. This is look like a recent IPO here, and then again it's climbing higher and higher. Very strong 10-day slope. And Friday it doesn't, it pulls back, but it didn't really give back too much. This is on the weekly chart. You can see it's turning around from negative earnings here to moving forward, pretty stable earnings, mostly all positives here, and even the sales are actually going pretty nicely. So yeah, this is a very nice weekly chart IPO here, recent IPO. Next we have TKO in the uptrend in the media diversify area, LYVA, also Liberty Media uptrend. Then we have WAL here. This is in the banks regional area, making new highs. We talk about Google in the main market video making new high. We have Cargo here, internet making new high. VLO of another oil and gas refining area making new high. MRC also oil and gas. Surprisingly again, many oil and gas starting to move up the ranking here, making new highs. EBC, this is in our regional bank. So those are doing well. STX, computer data storage area. This one, been basing around here, trying to come out. Finally, it did, and it did, suffer a pretty big pullback on Friday after Thursday's gain. So again, we are above the 10-day quite a bit. So we'll see how that react as it comes near the 10-day. We also have Micron Technology here trying to come up on Thursday, but it did also reverse on Friday here. So, but it is still near the 10-day moving average. We'll see what happens there. Next down here we have American Express credit card payment making new high. Viking, another cruise line, also making new high here. We have FITB in the regional bank area making high. NBIX is in the biotech group making new high. CFG, another Northeast bank making new high. PNC, another regional bank making new high. Bank of America here. Banks Money Center doing well, making new high. MPC, another oil and gas, making new high. HBNN is a super regional bank making new high. So yeah, overall we are seeing some stocks still behaving well despite even down here we're seeing lots of stocks doing uptrend. Of course, we have this pullback on Friday where most stocks are down. Pretty much a sea of red, other than the health group that came back quite a bit. Yeah, hopefully market will stabilize. I mean, we are going to September. We usually expect more volatility in September, and it's considered one of the worst months in history. So we have to be cautious if we do pull back. Not necessarily because of macro conditions, but more so on just technical conditions. Then I would take a more cautious approach, letting the market telling me whether to move in more or just get out more. So ESC right here making new high as well in the general industrial. But as we go down the list, we're gonna see more downtrend. Yeah, hope that you guys all have a good week ahead and a nice long weekend. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Until next week. Have a good one.